Mhm. Hello everyone. This is a very difficult video to record. Um, Not many people know about my life. Um, it happened a long time ago. Um, my friend did this. The way why I'm doing this video, um, is he drew it in carpentry. That's where the hospital, an old hospital is. I think one of them. Um, why I decided to do this video. It's very difficult for me to talk about it. The importance of finding a dead body is not a joke. It has an impact on your life, and you wonder why you find things is before anybody's time here. Before he was a special friend of mine. It's the I was at a training scheme. They thought the world of me, and one day, my friend, I'll call him. I'm not going to give him his name. He means a lot to me. He was like a dad, an extra dad, or an extra brother, an older brother that I didn't have. So one day I knew he was poorly, but I didn't know how poorly he was. So one day I kept ringing him. The night before I rang him, you can tell how old this kind of death is because we used to watch the Bill, and that's some years ago, isn't it? And then he used to watch Silent Witness. That was on 9 o'clock midday, straight after the Bill, because the Bill was on ITV and Silent Witness was on BBC One. On a midday, I think something like that. And so what it was, I used to phone him when I was at college and that, and I said, "You're right, mate," and he said, "Yeah." So he I thought, "Oh, this is kind of strange." So I alerted all the authorities, like hospitals, the police, ambulance. I said, "Can you come and check, because I am seriously worried he's not answering his phone." And so so the training provider said, "You go home and find out what's going on," and that's how I did. And then I went to his home, and I couldn't get an answer. So about 8 o'clock, I went down, and I was kind of frantic. By this time, and at the time, I kept asking the authorities to help me with this painful period that I was in. I could have got into trouble with it, but I didn't. But like so that's why I wanted the police there, and all the people around him was there, and I couldn't understand why didn't they knock on his door to say, "Are you right, mate?" And that's what I would have done. And I managed to get in. I said, let me in because I know there's something wrong now. And I found him dead in the on a settee, maybe, and the silent witness was still on. It started because we know what programs we would watch, and he asked me if I could do anything. I said no. I felt his pulse, and I didn't really want to touch him, to be fair. About what concerned me, he never had tablets in all his in his life. In his life, because he was quite a fit man. So they were all on the radiator. I questioned it a few days. I said, "What's going on here?" So the next day, then all the police ambulance came because the ambulance people went to women's circle thing that my mum went to, and he told him that I was kind of upset, and then it's then he said takes a brave person to find a dead body, which to me has an impact of impact on your health. Yeah. So when the police looked after me, finally, they took me home, and they said, "Is anyone?" They called my family up, and because that picture the horse he did, we made a pact. If I went to some kind of spiritual thing, we got a horse's name, but I've never told anybody this horse. The only people that would know is the horse racing industry. The horse is now passed on, but I'll never ever say what horse his name was. So that night when I was watching the end of the bill, we need that in it. First time I've rode in a police car. Said to the bloke, "Oh, I'm just gonna watch the bill." And yeah, right then. And yeah, it's no joke. Yeah, and that night, a silent witness was on a Monday night, and he always watched that. So I had a phone call off him. Well, this is what was really strange. And he said, I thought, you're a bit dead. So this phone call of him, later someone was ringing me on the phone. Didn't have that phone then, but he said, I'm okay, I feel better now, he said. I said, oh, good. I thought, hang on a minute. He said to me, this what's confused me. I always think to this day, it's kind of a strange night. He said to me, oh, I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot happier. Hang on a minute, you're a bit dead, love. How can you be phoning me at 9 o'clock like you normally do? He said, no, I'm okay. I'm on my home, but I know he was dead because we've all been to your flat, love. Do you know what I mean? And he said, no, I'm a lot happier. I feel better, and it was a pleasure knowing you. So, I don't know what. It's like as if he was in front of me. So I said, the next day, I asked the police if he'd phoned me at 9 o'clock, and he said, no, there was no calls from that phone. So I told him the conversation that I had with him, and he said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I have this. He said, well, there's something about you that you must find your calling. And I said, yeah, well, it was just as clear as bell to me. So the next few days, I was told to stay at home, but I went back because I enjoyed being with my friends because he would have wanted me to be there. So I made a picture of one of the outside and wrote him my letter. And I went to the morgue. That's an interesting place. Anyway, that's very clean. And it was very, very peaceful. You all think it's a joke finding a dead body, even if it's not. And it's no joke. I held his hand and I put my letter, a photo or something under his pillow. Yeah, and I kissed his hand, and it looked so peaceful. And it looks so peaceful. So you think finding a dead body or a pretend dead body, does it make you feel good? Does it? And when you are faced with that situation in your life, then please comment with your mental health drops. And if you ever held a patient hand before an ambulance come, I have, then you find it constitute a joke. I lost my best friend. I lost another friend to meningitis. Because he come down to me and I was asking him a horse race question and we were working it out. And I was the only one next to him properly because we was at the day out. And he caught meningitis. I could have had it, but he called on to me. So if you think finding a dead body, pretend dead body, is not fun. So when I was at the morgue, it was just don't go on your own. If you can, that was my biggest mistake. But I met his family of very nice people, but they kept the letter for me to his pillow. They couldn't thank me enough because I found him, and they took me back for something to eat and stuff like that. And they wrote to me a few times, but I don't think it's easy, like finding a dead body. It's that's my deepest secret. One of them. I was always interested in stuff like this anyway, but I have a attraction of when my best friend died a year ago. She phoned me to say bye and said, "Very funny. I'll speak to you tomorrow." It's Anarcha people, a, a talent that I have. It's it's not easy going to a morgue to see your friend, and it is not easy identifying someone in a morgue. And if you think it's hilarious to find a dead body but it's not, then come back and talk to me, because I found enough in my time. It is part of my job at the time, yeah, and you know, and I feel like it's been a harsh life, yeah. It was a very harsh life after that. I couldn't settle down properly with people. It affects your ability to function when you find a loved one, when they were special to you. And there was a feather on my balcony and it disappeared. So he was very talented. He loved to draw. He was an engineer. I got some other drawings of his somewhere, but the one that the horse that I've been had on before, he did that for my birthday, and his family gave it me, brought it round. And there was a message at the back of the picture, but I've never shown anyone in here either, because it's private. Basically, it's So if you think I've had it easy, I have not. Because life is alright up to that point, but it wasn't that brilliant. But it was just a thing that I went through, and it's it was just a strange day and a strange night. But the telephone call was one of these calls that was like as if they were there. And he said, "No, I'm okay. I feel much better now." And then, yeah, okay. Yeah. And that, so it's just, it was just a strange time. So just consider it if you find a real dead body. Like, consider your health on it. Yeah, if you, I visited the morgue with him there. He was lying in his coffin, so it's just not on when I think it's amusing. Why this might be taken down, who knows? It's just, I'll be aware of that kind of environment. Yeah, I walked down the morgue bit, and you don't know if they were the ghost or you were the ghost. It was a strange feeling, but I tell you, it was always busy. It was very clean. And I just saw my friend there in a coffin. Top that one up. How dare you? If you like this little video, please like and subscribe.